Hi everyone, it's Nicole, and I thought I would spend some time and cut my last page kit. This is it. This is the last one. Then I am all ready, completely ready. Oh, let me move that cord out of the way. My phone is almost out of juice. And small victories, people. I'm going to talk about small victories today while I'm cutting this out. Earlier this, I think it was on Sunday, I bought this. It's for casts. Like you put your arm in it, it's all plastic, and then it closes up here so that you can have a shower. I'm a shower person. I'm not, once in a while I'll have baths, but it's more like just to relax. I just don't like laying in my own, I feel like I'm laying in my own filth. So, this Sunday, I was able to do that and have a shower. Oh my goodness, I felt like a toddler that accomplished something. Like pat me on the back, say way to go, like all the things, just to get that little bit of independence, I guess, because I've had to depend on people for 3 weeks. Then on Monday, I decided to try, because at first I was cutting everything with my left hand, and I'm like, try to cut with your right hand, because at first, just that motion was just shooting pain right through here. Now I can cut. Now I have to say that I did a lot of the cutting on Tuesday, and yesterday I felt a little bit of pain, and I think it's because just the exercise of it, but it's all good, like it needs to be done. And so that was like accomplishment number 2. I have, all my page kits all ready to go. I have the pictures in the page kits, so I'll show you a few of them, how I have them ready. I've assigned a challenge, like this is challenge number 9. I've assigned a challenge to all the page kits. So that's another thing done. Most of them right now, I know the direction I'm going to go when I'm going to start making the page. I'm going to finish that today. I'll give you an update of, I went to see the doctor again yesterday, and they were supposed to change the cast. And he looked at my X-ray and everything looked good. And then they looked at my cast and it's still nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. And it's still in good condition. Like I've really taken good care of it. I'm kind of thinking he thinks that I'm not doing anything. And I felt like saying, I cook, I clean, I scrapbook, I cut stuff with my hand. I do laundry, like I do everything. I even do dishes, like I will kind of, let's say if there's a knife to wash, I'll hold it with this one and I'll wash with this one, but I'm still holding with this one. So, I mean, I've been doing all kinds of stuff. I can't turn my hand just because of the shape. So anyway, when I got there, he's like, I can't see any reason that we need to change this. And he says, we don't see that often. We've always had to change his cast at least once or twice. So this is good because every time they change the cast, they risk the chance of moving the bone, which mine, like it broke and it went underneath like this. So they had to reset it and put it back, right? So if you do any kind of movement, before it heals, it can break again. So now he says I only have to go back in 3 weeks and then we will see. Now, then I said, well, there's only one thing. Like I feel like my thumb didn't have enough room. Like my thumb feels like a little numb. And I was Googling it, and apparently like if it damaged some kind of nerve, this could be forever now. But I mean, I have my surgery for my hernia. It took me a while to get get used to that feeling, but that's how it feels around any surface where you've had a surgery. You pretty much lose it's a weird feeling. So they said, oh yeah, we can fix that. So she took this tool, and as you can see here, she kind of rolled it back. And when she did, I went, oh, it was such a relief. Like I felt like my thumb was in imprisonment and it was just released. So just that little bit felt like such freedom. I was so thankful. And then I kind of regretted not saying anything the week before, but I hate being a bother. And, it was getting to the point that, and now I know why. I don't know if you can see, but there's right there. Well, that comes to a point right here. So that was digging into my thumb right here. And with that there, it was just putting pressure. So it's all irritated in here. There's still a little bump. I'm going to take a nail file and file that down. That's what I did over here. It was full of bumps and I was getting like irritation all in there. So I took a nail file and I just smoothed that right out. And then I took a little bit of water and just kind of, smoothed it out, and it feels so much better. I did that way at the beginning. I was trying to do that with here, but it was too much. And so I'm so happy that that's done. And it was good news. Didn't have to change the cast. And the other good news is I was in there less than an hour. I couldn't believe it. And I got an Xray. So you get in, you need to be screened. They give you like where you're allowed to go. So I went to Xray. I was there. Man, I just had time to open my phone. I was going to read, and they called my name, did the Xray. Then they said, okay, walk down to Clinic C. And then I went to Clinic C, and where the radio technician, like the Xray technician, had to touch my hands to, manipulate and stuff to take the Xray. I was like, oh, I have to wash my hands, use sanitizer on it. So I put down my Medicare card and I took some, and I just had time to sanitize my hands, and they called my number. And you want to hear something funny too? They just have numbers randomly in a basket. Like you don't pick a number anymore because they don't want you to touch the machines, right? Everybody touched the machines. So they just give you, she had a basket of numbers and she gave me a number. I had the same number as last week. I was like, well, that's odd. I got 95 again. She's like, really? Like, yeah, that's pretty funny. So anyway, I just had time to sanitize my hand. I just put my butt on the chair and she called my number. And so I went in, I waited maybe 20 minutes, but at least I was alone in the room, which I love, which there wasn't a lot of people anyway, but I was alone in the room. And then I was the first patient. I was like, yes. And then where I didn't have to change my cast, it was like, he just asked me how it was going. I said, good. I feel a whole lot less pain. One thing I noticed, little trick, is whenever I need to change, like to turn my arrow or something, I use the tips of my scissors to hold the paper, and then I can grab the paper with the other hand. And instead of trying to flip it with one hand, it's not possible. So I just take the scissors, hold it like this, and then I can grab it from somewhere else. Just a little tip. And I'll probably do that even once my hand is better because it does help. It makes it so that the paper doesn't fly all over the place. So I might have found myself a little tip, for the duration of when I scrapbook, which should be, forever. I have enough stuff to scrap forever. Now, if you watch one of my recent hauls, which I haven't done a lot of hauls on my channel, I think it's two in the last year since, since last March. I've done two, one in March and one in October or November, October, I think, the end of October, maybe the beginning of November. And it was getting a whole bunch of Christmas stuff to do December daily. And I was going to have a crop just for that, like a virtual crop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that now because I had to push this virtual crop. By the way, the virtual crop starts tomorrow. So if you're watching this on the 26th of November, the virtual crop starts tomorrow. What I like is this time around, we divide it in chunks of 2 hours. And what's great, last time, which, was fine, but people were like, oh, I need to run and do this and I'll come back. But this time, people can do their errands in between the times that we're airing. So we're doing 5 2-hour sessions. So there's going to be 10 challenges, 10 hours of putting some page kits together. And I've done them in different time slots. Now, I did 3 of 9 to 11. And the reason that I did 3 of 9 to 11, like if I do this again, if everybody likes it better spread out, I can definitely play with the hours. But for this time around, I did 9 to 11, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because first thing in the morning is when is best, right? And my hand's not as swollen. So it's just going to be best for me this time around. But, my crop for January, which yes, there's going to be a crop in January, date to be determined. I'm just waiting to see, because I think Mason might have like a tournament if everything opens up again. Mason might have a tournament. So I want to, not schedule it a weekend that he has a tournament. So they should announce that soon. I think my husband may know the date. So as soon as he knows the date, I will announce the next one. But it's something that I'll probably do a virtual crop every, depending, maybe every once a month, who knows? I know in March I'll have the Scrapathon, so I know I won't have a virtual crop then because the Scrapathon, we do 31 layouts in a month. So that'll be happening in March. But I'm definitely going to do one in January. Okay. Okay, so I just want to talk again. If you've signed up for the virtual crop, please, please, please look for the welcome PDF. It is sent immediately. As soon as you purchase, it is sent. So look in your junk folder. It's just going to be called, it's with your receipt. You'll get like 2-3 emails, you're ordered, and then there's another email that says, that's going to give you your free digital files and then the welcome PDF. You can try the link there, like once you open your PDF. Sometimes it doesn't work depending on your security that you have on your computer. So you might have to copy the link, paste it at the search bar in another browser, and then click, return or enter, not return, enter, and then ask to join. And please do that as soon as you get that. This afternoon, what I'm going to do, I think there's 10 or 12 people that have not asked to join yet. So my husband is going to send an email tonight to make sure that, everybody is able to get in to the class. And it's $8 and you're going to get 10 hours of live scrapbooking. And, oh, that's another thing. People are asking, can I access you know, if I miss 2 hours, can I access after the fact? Absolutely. On the Facebook group, there's a place called media, and then you go to videos, albums first, and then videos, and then all the videos are there. And even like the last virtual crop, the videos are still there. And the fun thing is, when you watch the video, you can still read the chat. So you can still sort of be part of the chat. You can still read what everybody was chatting about. And one thing I'm going to be better at is I'm going to try and like if I answer a question, I'm going to read the question that the person asked, or a comment that somebody said that made me laugh so hard. I'll make sure to read that comment. I did it a bit last time, but I noticed that, you know, the comments just go so fast. So I'm sure I'll miss some, but I'm going to try my hardest to do that. And so already they are having a party over there. I've listed the challenges on the Facebook group. That's another reason to, you know, to go in right ahead, because tonight you could be getting ready, you know, to assign a challenge to all your page kits. And think about it, because some of the challenges, you know, I kind of make you think a little bit. And so I'm super excited. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. Now, everything is in Atlantic Standard Time. It's Friday from 9 to 11, and then Friday night from 6 to 8, Saturday morning from 9 to 11, then Saturday afternoon from 3 to 5, then Sunday morning from 9 to 11. Now, I'm pretty confident that we'll get all the 10 layouts done, all the challenges, because I'm really prepped. The last time I had to cut all the stuff out like this. I had to cut it all apart in order to do the layouts. So this time around, I'm super ready. And I'm even going to try to figure out ahead of time, okay, how can I go with this layout? And so I'll have that ahead of time. So, okay, so now this one is ready. Now I just have to look at it, and what I do is I look at all the embellishments and say, okay, you know, for example, this 4x4 card, you know, the reason I thought of doing, like, I didn't have this plan, but as soon as I saw this, it was sitting right there, and I went, oh, that can totally go with me breaking my hand, right? And so I know I'll want to use this, and I'll put it, because of this, I know that I'll probably do a layout that it'll be, you know, either like this or like this. So already I know the direction that this layout is going to go. Look how puff my hand was. Like, that's the knuckles. They were like, I'm not lying, like this swollen. It was so swollen, but I'm really happy that it's not that swollen anymore. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few that I have ready. So I have my pictures in there. I have a border punch. I have my pictures. So everything's in there. Everything's cut up. The pictures are all on there. I have the challenge written down on a sticky note. And then I have this container where it's all divided, and I'm going to have them standing up like this. And then I can just grab challenge 1, challenge 2. And the way I'm going to do it, the first hour, so 9 to 11 tomorrow, we'll be doing challenge 1 and 2. Then in the afternoon, we'll be doing challenge 3 and 4. And then on the website, on the Facebook group, we have an album for all the challenges that you can upload your completed layouts. But that's it. I just wanted to share that I am ready for this crop tomorrow. So if you're interested, to join us for 10 hours of laughter and fun, and also getting some work done, getting some pages done, just click in the description box below or go to NicoleJones911.com. And it's $8 and you get 2 free digital files and 10 hours of scrapping. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.